All right, Michael, this theory from Dr. Katz is so interesting to me, but I want to play the devil's advocate. He's saying that to transform ourselves into dead ends, meaning the virus comes in but can't go anywhere because we're already immune, so we can't pass it to anyone. The best way to do that might be herd immunity, since there are so many populations who don't seem to be at risk of anything serious happening. Let me play the devil's advocate and ask you, what's wrong with this guy's theory?
Well, I wish that I could answer that for you, but I think he's making a whole lot of sense. The hole in his theory is that more people will be exposed to it, and therefore if more people are exposed, there's a chance that more people will die. You have to weigh that scenario against what we're currently doing, which is utterly halting the global economy. Andy Cuomo, the Democrat governor of New York, the other day said that if this strategy of shutting down the global economy can save even one life, it will have been worth it. But how is Andy Cuomo making that calculation? I personally know of 2 people who have attempted suicide since this began. Not good friends of mine, you don't need to send your sympathies, but these are friends of friends because they've lost their jobs. We had the most unemployment claims filed last week that we've seen in decades, higher than even the 2009 financial crisis. So you've got to weigh these, even if you're making a utilitarian calculation here, you've got to weigh it against the alternative. Now, the herd immunity was being tried in the UK. They backed off of that because they got scared. The Netherlands is currently engaging in herd immunity. We'll see how that happens. People want to avoid the fate of Italy, which has huge numbers of fatalities being reported. But there's a doctor in Italy, Dr. Ricciardi, who's pointing out that the huge numbers in Italy might actually be due to a recording fact. The fact that they may be inflating those numbers because people who have other ailments and die of those ailments will be recorded as dying from coronavirus. All of which is to say, people who are telling you that the herd immunity strategy is completely outrageous, that it'll result in many more people being killed, have no evidence on their side. And what's very scary in this present situation is that social media and the mainstream media are completely controlling the narrative with a handful of counterexamples, this op-ed in the Times by Dr. Katz being the great example of that. We should take it very seriously.